Okay, let's go ahead and break this lick down. So this is something that was requested by one of you guys, essentially like Phrygian and how to make it sound less, I guess, Egyptian. So technically, this is going to be in G flat or F sharp. I think Conan likes to call it F sharp instead of G flat. So basically, the notes in Phrygian. So like if we're to look at the major scale, right? In F. So the difference is this. So a couple flat notes. So the second is a minor. And then the third is also. The fourth, same. The fifth is the same. And then instead of the sixth as a whole, it's a half. It's a minor, flat. And then the seventh as well, right there. And then you got that. So in total, and it sounds like Ex Mortis. So we're going to try not to make it sound like Ex Mortis, which it kind of has like that Egyptian sound, which is why I went for these interesting like intervals, really wide stretches, but it uses all the notes. So for the first one, it's like your normal. So if you're like your minor sweep, you're gonna do a wider stretch right there. So it's gonna be the 14th and the 9th. Okay. And that's the pattern for the initial sequence. And then this part's another stretch, so this is the wide intervals, like I said. And then you got that right there. So basically, when I'm using the 17th, the 11th, and then you got 14 and 15 right there. So that's the positions I use, like 4, 1, 2, 3. So we got. And then this part, another stretch. So you got 15, 10, and then this part might be a little tricky for you guys. And then I do like a double hammer on to finish it off, right? So you got 15, 10, 14, 12. And then I go up here, really high string skip to 12, 7, and then 10, 9. So essentially in the chord progression for this whole thing, and another way to look at this approach, every time I change, I'm basically sticking to one of the core notes in the scale. So with this, that's my next anchor point for this part. And then this note is my anchor point for. So I hope that helps you guys in figuring out like ways to kind of stick with like the same motor scale and to implement it into the whole progression. So if we were to put this in chords, essentially you got your, and then, so F sharp, C, and then A, right? Because all of those notes are in Phrygian for this F sharp here. So you got, right? I'm sorry. The C is kind of ambiguous. It's not really technically in the scale, so right? So that's my bad. But essentially, I mean, it could fit if you didn't want to do like the C in that progression. You could just do just E, right? So like a scary E to it, right? So you got. And that's basically it. And then, you know. And the way I kind of characterize this Phrygian is essentially like in like a Star Trek kind of Battlestar Galactica kind of sci-fi, you know, like a tense moment or an intense battle kind of thing. So it's like a you know, that kind of a thing. So hope you guys enjoyed it. So once again, Phrygian, you got all right. And you want to change it up, and then kind of change it at all with that C in the note instead of. But yeah, that's it. So let's go ahead and slow this bad boy down.